seems funny. It's the Transfem Stereotypes tier list maker. How much of a Transfem stereotype am I truly? Some of these I don't totally understand, but we'll see. Okay, and also I'm gonna like say that if I ever was this stereotype, I'm putting it in I'm a living stereotype. Like if it's something that I at some point historically, like for instance, Hatsune Miku. It may surprise some of you for me to put this in I am a living stereotype, but like circa 2009, I want to say, I was really into Hatsune Miku. Like I loved the music. I particularly loved the fan art. I would just seek out Hatsune Miku fan art all the time. I loved all the dance, the Miku Miku dance animations were particularly intriguing, and like there were only certain songs I really truly liked from Miku, and as she kept getting more popular, there were more and more songs that I didn't care for that were getting popular, which made it harder for me to keep up with. I remember my interest in it kind of peaking with Project Diva, because with that game it was like already there were a ton of songs I didn't know by the time that game came out, but it was really fun, so it caught me up on some of it. And then I saw Miku open live for Lady Gaga in 2014, which was interesting, but like ultimately the only song I knew that she played was World Is Mine, which is still not even my favorite Miku song, so it was like kind of a mid performance, but whatever. I love Hatsune Miku is my point. I don't love her as much as some people do, in perpetuity, but she had a pretty big impact on me back in 2009. I liked it before it was cool. Pickles. I was not into pickles until post-transition, so I'm going to put this into haha, I do that. Because I literally went my whole life not enjoying pickles, and I don't know if it's just estrogen that unlocked it, but I'm capable to enjoy them now. Colored hair. I'm going to put this in haha, I do that. I had blue hair for pretty much all of 2021. Early transition, once again, like I kept dyeing my hair. I kept bleaching it, and then at one point I had it blue for a while. And then eventually I let all the bleach just kind of run out. Damaged my hair pretty badly, to have kept it like colored all year. So it's expensive to do it well also. Like if you do it at home, you can get decent results some of the time, but they don't last very long. And like if you want to have like really good looking colored hair, like it costs a lot of money and you have to maintain it like every month. So it's a lot. If you see somebody who maintains colored hair all the time, they're spending a lot of money on that. Summer dresses, absolutely I do that. I wouldn't say I'm a living stereotype because I don't wear them that often, but I definitely do wear summer dresses. Goth pink, like woo goth pink, I would say I do something. Oh, these are different things. Okay, I thought that was all one phrase because it looks like it's all one phrase. Okay, well, if we're talking about cat face, I am a living stereotype. I do that constantly in Discord chat. Being goth, I would say I do something similar. I'm not quite goth. Most of the time that I am goth, it's because I'm wearing my mom's hand-me-downs, because my mom is like properly goth, like most of what she wears is goth. Hot Topic type goth, particularly for the 2000s on. So, I got a lot of goth hand-me-downs, but I don't really target goth as an aesthetic. I target, like, at most candy goth, Pink, definitely. I am a living stereotype. Love the pink. Big fan of pink. Coding, I don't do this. I don't do any coding. Don't know coding. I know language. I know language on a level that is like coding, but I don't know coding. Blow high, I'm a living stereotype. Love my blow high. Blow high is one of the greatest. I don't know what it is about that fucking plush that is so perfect, but it really is like that. Stripey, yeah. Oh, stripey thigh highs is all one, right? Yeah, okay. Stripey thigh highs, haha, I do that. Although I kind of stopped. Like, this was like another one of those things that early transition, it was like, oh, I get to wear stripey thigh highs. And then, like, they don't go with that much. Like, it's hard to find ones that really go with a lot of outfits unless you're, like, building your outfits around being, like, a stripey thigh high girl. So I would actually even bring that lower. I would put it into I do something similar. I'm much more likely to wear like chaotically colorful like leggings than I am to wear stripy thigh highs. So used to be an edgy meme guy. Not really. I would put this also into I do something similar, even though it's a used to. Like, I used to do something similar. I used to be similar to an edgy meme guy. I never liked memes. I've, like, never, there are very few memes that I like. So I've never been what would be considered, like, a memer. Most memes just make me, like, very stone-facedly, like, okay, whatever, you know. F1? Like, Formula 1 racing? I didn't even know this was a stereotype. Fallout New Vegas, I don't do this. I've never gotten into the Fallout games just because aesthetically they're not my thing. I definitely know trans girls who like Fallout New Vegas. Communist or socialist, I would say I am a living stereotype. Pretty much always had those types of values at the core. My Little Pony, I'm fucking the most of a living stereotype you could possibly be. You know, if I'm gonna rank these, actually, we should probably put like put them in a proper order. You know, pink goes even higher. Yeah, this adds up. Okay. Cat girl or dog girl? Yep. Living stereotype. Sonic. I'm going to put into I do something similar because I watch people play Sonic. I don't really like playing Sonic, but I do like watching people play Sonic. So I would consider that similar to being into Sonic. Energy drinks, I would put this into I do something similar. I have had energy drink eras, but I don't like being on energy drinks. I don't like the way they make me feel in general. I have gotten way into black coffee. So if black coffee ever becomes a trans girl stereotype, then I will become a living meme. But P-Crew, I never got into. This is the Nintendo DS thing, right? I never did it, but I definitely have seen it. Very trans names. Well, my name is Beatrice. I would actually say not a super trans name. I would put it into I do something similar. Because when I think very trans names, I think like Star or like, you know, fucking Lilith or, you know, just there's a lot of them that are like, yeah, okay, obviously trans girl chose that name. Beatrice is like, if you know Umineko, you might be suspect, but otherwise, I don't know. I haven't met like another Beatrice either, so. Bass player, okay, so I'm not a living stereotype, but I'm like, I'm going to put this under haha I do that because I have had eras of trying to get into playing the bass. Like, I've had multiple I'm going to learn bass eras, and I still feel like I could become a bass player. So it's possible I will one day become a living stereotype of a bass player, but I don't know if I can qualify myself. I might even be as low as, like, I do something similar, but yeah, we'll put this into I do something similar. Let's reorganize this actually a little bit. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Yeah, more into summer dresses and colored hair than pickles, probably. I don't even know what the spin is. Never heard of that. Always horny. Yeah. Touch starved. Yeah. Ultra Kill. No, I've never played it. Wishes they were shorter. Yep. I mean, I'm going to put that into haha I do that because even though there was definitely a time where like I was very insecure about being as short as I am, I kind of feel like at the same time when I see people shorter than me, I'm like, how do you live? Like, how do you make it through life being any shorter than me? Because I already feel like I'm barely tall enough to exist. Like, I already feel like I'm so small and fragile compared to, you know, like any man practically, that it's like, okay, you know, being smaller than this seems dangerous, like extra dangerous. Well, this only took 10 minutes. You know what? I barely know most of these fucking characters. I don't want to do this one. You get the point. This was more interesting to me. This was entertaining. Yeah, well, okay. We'll go on to the part where I thank everybody. This is just a short one this week, everybody. It was fun, though. I enjoyed it.